January if you are purchasing those, the Chugga, as a gift for someone to receive on Christmas Day. Now, before we finish up, I just want to bring you right back full circle to where we started this hour, and that is with our today's special value. Hugely popular. This is the 11 a.m. hour. We're coming to midday, and like we're seriously a huge chunk of the way through all of the stock that we had available. 166882 is the item number. £44.96 is your price, down from £68, so it's a saving of over £23. I can tell you that at this time of the day, midday, we are approaching limited stock.
Oh no, it makes me so nervous because I want everyone to get a hold of these because they're such a fabulous boot.
Well, it's been very popular. These are the colours. That's the charcoal we just saw there. This is the chocolate coming through. Charcoal's only available in size 7. That's it. Chocolate we're looking at there, that's 4, 5 and 6. Oh, and 7. 4, 5, 6, 7 in the chocolate. The navy coming through, which has got all of the full sizes from 3 through to 8 on that. And the wine the same on that. What I particularly love about the navy and the wine is that fresh, modern contrast sole on that. It makes it kind of quite, not quite trainery, but trainer
They're my
style,
two favourite colours, actually.
Fresher, modern,
luckily
stylish.
I'm wearing the navy, but I would love to have a pair of the wine as well, because I just love that fresh, crisp
Kathy
white
Taylor
sole.
had them on, the wine, this morning in the morning.
She looks amazing.
So she looks, in fact, she still has them on. She's about to come up in a moment. BareMinerals, she literally just stuck her leg up at me there as she was walking past behind the camera. She might even show you her shoes at some point during the course of the hour. If you do want to get them, 166882 is the item number, bearing in mind that they are approaching limited stock. That means we're almost at 10% or less of the stock available, so hugely popular. Definitely not lasting until midnight tonight. Wanda, thank you so much for a bright hour. As always enjoyed chatting with you. But as I said, Kathy coming up next with BareMinerals. Kathy, what have we got?
Today's special value. But no, we've got 3 pieces that are brand new today, a couple that were brand new yesterday, so chances are you haven't seen them. We've got SJ, of course. We have got a stunning lineup from BareMinerals. Join me in a minute.
Bring the vibrancy of New York into your wardrobe from acclaimed fashion brand Nina Leonard. An easy care, easy wear label that offers sophisticated, bold colours and striking patterns. Get some stateside style with Nina Leonard fashion designs.
Liz Earle delivers high-performance yet fuss-free products that really work, whatever your age and whatever your skin type. Discover the naturally active difference that is Liz Earle.
Find the perfect gift at QVC this Christmas. We've got some great ideas for all your friends and family with new deals and big brands every day. And if you're new to QVC, we'll give you £5 off your first order with code 5FORYOU.
Merry Christmas.
Find what you love and love what you find at QVC.
This Christmas, let Diamonique help you sparkle this season. Enjoy the performance of your life this Christmas with our Diamonique Christmas Spectacular. Let QVC be your guide this Christmas.
So, as promised, BareMinerals, we've got beauty gifts for you. The gift, of course, may be for yourself, because an awful lot of this is something that I would love to have, but some ideas as well, a little bit of inspiration for any, well, generally females, although there are actually men, quite a few men, who wear certain parts of the BareMinerals range as well. We've got some great collections for you. We've got some new todays, and we've got some new yesterdays, so that's pretty good too. But the best news of it all is that SJ is standing on my right hand, and you are here. You've been with BareMinerals for, what, 10, 11 years now?
Yes, I can't believe it. It's gone like a flash.
What I love about you is you haven't lost your passion, your excitement, and your thirst for always pushing forwards and finding new ways to do things.
I think the great thing about BareMinerals is they're always looking at new innovation. So even though we were the original mineral makeup brand and we've got all that history and heritage, product development surprises us every single year with new innovations, new products. They love to keep up on trends and techniques and, you know, amazing ingredients. We're talking about makeup that's good for your skin.
Yeah, love your nails, by the way.
Thank you.
Let's get into the show. Let's preview. Let's take a look at something. This is quite a new idea, but my word, we love it. How about a cosmetics calendar, an advent calendar? And this is one from BareMinerals. It's the Box of Wonders, 24 days of little surprises for you. Well, some of them not so little, actually. This is brilliant.
It's stunning, isn't it? I always say that I think companies get into competition with each other this time of year. The advent calendars are getting more and more glamorous, aren't they?
It wasn't long ago that nobody had even thought of doing it. It was always chocolate. But, I mean,
or just a window. I didn't have chocolate when I was little. But yeah, Kathy, I'm not going to go into names of this, but for instance, you're getting 8 lip colours in here, 5 eyeshadows, 2 different mineral veils, 2 different mascaras. You're getting skincare, warmth, radiance. You're getting a gorgeous little pen. You're getting a lovely little notepad. I mean, literally, the list is endless. The amount of looks you can create with this is fantastic.
That is brilliant. You'll have to wait till the end of the show for us to actually take you through it exactly, but you can see the value, you can see the excitement there as well. OK, how about a beauty extravaganza? This is a holiday beauty extravaganza. It could be any sort of holiday. It could be your winter holiday. It could be, you know, next summer holiday. It could be a Christmas holiday as well, of course.
I think this is just such a perfect gift for Christmas, you know. It's basically 6 lip colours, all different formulas, so mattes, radiance, glosses, high shines, and also your 6 different eyeshadows, so perfect for a teenager or someone trying makeup for the first time.
And each of those eyeshadows, those cream eyeshadows, 19... Oh, hang on, no, I'm sorry, I'm doing the wrong one. Individually, £190.
I cannot believe the value on that collection.
I'm looking the wrong bit. If you bought each of those individually, you'd spend £190
on the
directly from BareMinerals. So absolutely brilliant value to have that at £59.50, brand new today. Now this is our 5-in-1 BB cream eyeshadow. How can an eyeshadow be a 5-in-1?
Well, this is an eyeshadow that is a primer. It's got an SPF. It's going to smooth the appearance of the eyes. It's going to brighten the eyes, and it's also going to act as an eyeshadow. It's a cream formula. It's great if you're not very good at blending your shadows, and you've got 2 great colours here. Not only that, Kathy, it neutralises the eye and gets rid of any pigmentation. And
it's those that are £19 each if you buy them individually from BareMinerals. So again, you can see the great value. OK, that's 234083. We'll show you those in more detail and how you use them later on. But let's now kick off with a spectacular collection that, again, actually missing out one of the pieces. It's worth £115 if you were to buy each individually, and we've got it today for you at just under 44.
Yes.
That's a saving of over £65. It is what we're calling our master finish, Bare Pro makeup. So it's all about, or mostly about, getting the fantastic complexion. Could you tell me what's in it, and then we'll go through the shades?
We've got a brand new Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation, SPF 20, full-size original mineral veil, full-size Bare Skin Complete Coverage Concealer, full-size Plumping Moxie Lip Gloss in Debutante.
What a lovely colour.
Yeah. You're getting a Primetime Foundation Primer Original, and not forgetting, really importantly, the Luxe Performance Brush designed to get the perfect coverage. Coverage? Coverage. And courage.
And courage. It will give you courage, confidence and coverage.
Yes.
Take that one away, the smaller size of the primer. Everything else is full size. And if you were to buy all those full sizes from BareMinerals, £115. Today you're getting it for $43.98. We've also got those easy payments. You can see here we've got 6 colour options for you. How do we make the choice? What have we got colour-wise?
Do you know what? I'll go through the shades for you on the slides that we've got coming up. We don't have everything in stock because it has been incredibly popular, but I'll just skip through the ones we do.
Right,
First of all, we have Dawn in stock.
You might need your binoculars, but...
Hopefully at home the viewers can see. Dawn we have in stock, which is for porcelain skins with a slightly neutral undertone, so the fairest of the fair. Then we have Cool Beige, medium skin tones with a cool pinky undertone.
Yes.
Natural. This is one of our #1 bestsellers. Medium skin tones with a neutral undertone.
I have to say, can I own up to being really confused? What are we looking at there? It says medium and medium.
I'll tell you what it is, Kathy. When we originally launched this kit, we had 11 shades in stock. It was so popular, we begged, stole and borrow from Italy because we sold out in the UK. So what we have in stock is 6 shades for those people that didn't manage to get their hands on the TSB.
I just wanted to be clear for people at home, is this all one shade that we're looking at?
No, this is 4 shades we're seeing on screen now. So we have Dawn, which is in the light shade range. We have Cool Beige, which is in the medium shade range. Natural in the medium shade range, which is a medium skin tone with a neutral
I see,
undertone.
yes, it says underneath, on the top, rather.
Then we move into the tan shade ranges, which is Toffee, which is tan skins with a neutral...
So that's the top right of the picture you can see
Yes,
there.
and I'm going to be putting that onto the lovely Lani, who's actually in the chair at the moment.
Lovely.
And then finally we have Teak, which is deep...
Which is bottom left.
Yes, tan to dark skin tones with a cool to neutral undertone, and then Hazelnut, which is for dark to deep skin tones.
And that's
with
the one we
a
see
lovely...
bottom right.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
OK, I'm sorry about that. It was a bit confusing. We've now got the conversion slide. Can you explain this for me, SJ?
Yeah, I can do. I mean, this is... you can see it on screen. This was really... We put it together. It's not exact, but this is for the viewers at home that are watching and thinking, well, I usually wear Original, or I usually wear Complexion Rescue.
I see what you mean.
Or I usually wear Bare Skin.
I'm medium beige for Original foundation, so I go along the line. Warm Natural in the Bare Pro is what we're looking at.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the Warm Natural in stock, but if you were Warm Natural, you could jump down to Natural, which you can see in the line before.
Yes, OK. Yeah, OK. All right, OK. Yeah. Well, that's enough of that. I think what we'll actually do as well is take a look at the actual foundation.
Yeah, let me talk you through some photos.
Because I find that easier.
Let me talk you through some photos that are coming up now.
This is better. Now we can see what we've got. Yes.
So this is Francesca, and she is in Dawn. So this is the palest shade that we've got available today here at QVC.
Yes, OK. Thank you. This is what we need to see. Yeah. This is Dawn, OK. And now we move to...
Right, this is Liz, and she's in Cool Beige. So medium skin tone with a cool to neutral undertone.
Yes, a slightly cool being pinkier.
Yes, that's correct. Then we have Paige, and Paige is in our natural shade. So this is medium skin tones with a neutral undertone. So
and that's
Kathy,
what I'd go for, wouldn't
it? Well, you could go for that or the warm naturals. So they are quite forgiving, and none of the comparisons are exact, because there isn't an exact.
Of course. Well, and my skin's different colours. If you look at my cheek or my forehead or my chin or my nose, it's all different, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is Lani, who's actually live in our chair at the moment. So we're going to demo on her in a second, and she's in Toffee. So we do have Toffee in stock as well.
Lovely.
And then we have Teak, so still in the tan shade range, slightly more of a golden yellow undertone, so what we would call a warm tone to the skin.
Yes.
And then we also have in stock Hazelnut, which you can see here on the lovely Andy, so more the dark to deep skin tones. And actually we've got lovely Sarah Lee, who is over in our ready-made chairs, and you're going to see her in a second in the hazelnut as well.
OK, well, sorry, it took us a while to get there, but we've got that. OK, so we haven't got that long now. You better tell me where we start with this
Right,
kit.
OK, yeah, we've got 3 minutes, 51 seconds.
Can you do it in 3 minutes?
I think so.
50 seconds now?
Let's see if we can. First of all, Kathy, just a pea-size amount of the Primetime Foundation Primer.
Is it really important to use a primer, for heaven's sake? Just, another...
I love your questions.
Another lie. And, it's just another thing to do. It's another tube to carry.
Well, if you're someone that has open pores, fine lines, or maybe you find that your makeup isn't staying on throughout the day, or maybe it looks great when you put it on, then you notice throughout the day it's not looking as good as it did when you put it on, a primer is going to help everything look more flawless for longer. Imagine priming a wall before you paint it. Or a floor.
It's going to look better,
exactly the
Actually, it's funny as well, because one of the 5-star reviews for this kit said that she tried it because she loves your original foundation, but she wanted to try a different one. Doesn't normally like liquid foundations, but tried this and absolutely loves it, partly because it stays on her skin, it blends well, but it doesn't go shiny, and she said it lasts, and she's never found a liquid foundation that lasts, but maybe it's partly the foundation, partly the fact that it came with the primer, so she used that as well.
A little bit of both, Kathy. This Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation is a full coverage with a matte finish, so that's why you're taking away any excess shine. Saying that, if you're someone that wants more of a dewy finish, you can just pile on a little bit more skin longevity or a little bit more moisturiser, so you can still get that dewiness.
The brush is important, is it? Because you've given the brush in the kit.
Yeah. The brush is shaped like the top of a fingertip. So rather than getting foundation all over your fingers and your hands, why not get it on the brush and clean the brush afterwards, rather than having to wash, foundation off the hands. Yeah. The other thing is, BareMinerals are famous for their brushes, and we do pride ourselves in giving you the right tools for every single, foundation that we bring to air here at QVC and also, you know, globally around the world. So you can see what I'm doing on Lani, and I'm using toffee here. I've buffed into the side closest to you, Kathy, and now I'm just buffing into this side. And you just keep blending, keep buffing, and you'll see just an even, gorgeous, flawless coverage coming through really, really easily.
Yeah, that is, it's lovely. And for people like me as well, actually, I've always been a fan of the original foundation. And a liquid foundation, it does feel messy, particularly if you apply it with your fingers. So we've solved that problem straight away. It's blending beautifully. It looks dewy, but not shiny.
Yeah, and what it will do is it goes on like a cream, but it will dry down to a sort of matte finish, but without looking heavy or cakey. And it's all about blend, blend, blend.
We have got, actually, a lot of people ordering at the moment, so save yourselves a little bit of a wait. If you like the phone, use Q-Cut. We've actually got some free lines on Q-Cut, plenty of those in actual fact, on 0800 52 42 32. But tapping it up or heading to the website is always a really great idea because you get the opportunity to look at what else is going on QVC as well. And obviously it's very quick to order, very popular indeed. We've got these 6 colour tones for you. It's we've seen the primer and the foundation. You have got a concealer as well, and it's my concealer of choice. I love it. But we can see the overall look there on Sarah Lee.
Sarah Lee's in hazelnut, looking absolutely stunning.
It hasn't really changed how Sarah Lee looks. It's just made her look like herself and better. You know, this sort of line that a lot of people are saying now. We're not trying to hide or change how we look. We're actually just trying to enhance, aren't we?
Yep, looking like yourself, but on the best day you can. This is lovely Holly. Holly's in natural, so that would be the shade I'd pop onto you, Kathy. Looking really, really gorgeous there, and you can see it's really evened out the skin tone. And the great thing about, you know, wearing a foundation that's going to look like skin and not look heavy is it just gives you confidence.
Can I just use that lippy?
Of course you can.
I really like the look of that. It's a really lovely colour. It's going to work for everybody, I think, as well. Excuse me while I do it and talk at the same time. Probably not the cleverest of things. I'm like that when I do food shows as well. I always start to talk and then put food in my mouth. £43.98. You're looking here at £115 worth, and that isn't even including the primer. So you've got fantastic value. Really busy phone lines for this. We have those 6 colour options for you, and it is a very forgiving foundation. So go for the one that just feels the most natural. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're buying this as a gift, and it is beautifully packaged as well in its box, if you're buying this as a gift, then you've got that 30-day guarantee starting on Christmas Day. But we have got a fantastic gift. If you don't want to assume that you know the actual makeup favourites of somebody that you know, but you do want to give them something for their makeup. Perhaps you just know they love any sort of makeup, but they've got more than enough of that. How about the brushes? Because we have got spectacular quality brushes here. £35. These would be £67 if you were buying directly, each individual bust directly, and that doesn't include the roll. So you've got brushes and the roll here. What a lovely gift.
Lovely gift, and brushes are so important. You know, if you invest in a perfect set, a gorgeous set of brushes for yourself, and you look after them, they're really, really going to last. What we're getting here is the blending brush. I'm going to take that off the top there, so you can see a lovely fluffy brush. This is a brush I use a lot when I'm doing photo shoots and fashion shows. It does the work for you. You're also getting a gorgeous double-sided blush brush, one side to apply, one side to blend.
That's great, and different colours so you remember which is which.
Definitely. Then the seamless shaping and finish brush. This is perfect for mineral veil, for contouring. You can see it's got that really fine point, so you can sculpt into the shape of the face. A lot of mothers contact me and say, I want to buy some brushes for my daughters. You know,
just
do you
to get them using them? Yeah.
So
that one on its own would be worth the £35 you're paying for the entire kit, wouldn't it? Probably more.
But what I love is there's so many budding makeup artists now out there with, you know, YouTube and Instagram.
Yes.
And it's so much fun. Anyone can be a makeup artist now, and it's brilliant. And look at this professional artistry brush roll to put your brushes in. Not only the ones that we're seeing here today, Kathy, but most teenagers or, you know, any age group actually, you know, will have a few brushes at home, so you can keep them all neat on your dressing table. This bit folds down. You've got the lovely
little... So it protects the brushes and keeps the hairs going in the right direction. It stops them getting bent.
Absolutely. Keeps everything nice and neat and tidy. Not only that, you've got a side pocket here to put in perhaps your mascara... I'll take out the gel thing. Your mascaras, your lip glosses, your sharpeners, maybe your eyelash curlers could all go in there. And then it all rolls up in a professional roll that you can then take out and about with you. You could use that as an evening bag.
Actually, you could take your entire, because you could put like a little tub of foundation or something in there.
Definitely, you could use it as your makeup bag.
You could put pencil liners and
the whole shebang.
Mascaras in there. I think that is absolutely lovely. Is it important to clean your brushes?
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely invest in either a good brush cleaner or just a baby shampoo.
Yeah.
And you can wash them. And look at these lovely metal handles. They're actual beautiful gold
aren't they? Actually, I'll tell you what,
handles.
another gift that you could give with this is Tom Pellerou's. I don't know if we got it in stock even, but he's actually done a brush cleaner thing that is amazing.
Oh, I know the one.
You know, Tom
yeah, that would be
from
brilliant.
The Apprentice.
What a great present for Christmas.
That would be a great present too. Give that with these good quality brushes.
Shall I show you the use of the brushes?
Please do.
Would you like to see that? So I've just picked up a blusher, an eyeshadow and a mineral veil. I haven't chosen any particular ones. They're just things that are coming up from the kits later in the day. So what I'd love to show you is how easy these brushes are to use. So let's take a loose eyeshadow.
Yeah. This is your little blending brush.
This is your blending brush. It's not only good for lovely soft colours like this, this will give you a very, very quick and easy smoky eye, which hopefully I might get time to show you later in the hour. I'll try and use these brushes throughout the hour.
That would be good.
With all the kits that we do. If I pick up one of my black brushes, tell me off and make sure I pick up one of these. But these are great for blending all over the eye. The good thing as well, Kathy, a lot of brushes have very short handles and they can be difficult to use. But because these are lovely long handles, whether you're using them on yourself or whether you're a budding makeup artist and using it on your best friends and clients and things, it makes the control easy.
I think this is a brilliant, brilliant idea, as you say, for mums, or I'm an aunt of a number of nieces. I've got a 15-year-old one who I did give makeup to last year.
Yeah.
I sort of asked permission first. Was it okay to give her makeup?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a bit old-fashioned, really, I suppose. What 15-year-old isn't into makeup? But actually, the brushes, I think, is such a great idea because you do get piles worth of makeup sometimes, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, we all do that, and you all need to have a bit of a clear out. But it's the quality brushes that seem like they're not the most exciting of things to give, but actually they are, and they give you the pleasure, don't they, of being able to apply the makeup in the right way.
Yeah, and I think what's lovely about these, I mean, I often see brush sets when I go through, you know, department stores or chemists and things like that, but sometimes when I pick them up and feel the quality...
I'd like to feel this.
Yeah, they're not quite as soft, and what you don't want is scratchy brushes.
Lovely, that's
these
lovely.
Are gorgeous.
To be honest, this little blending one, I'm loving the look of as well, because there's enough stiffness in it to be able to blend, but it's beautifully soft as well.
Very soft.
That's going to be really, really useful.
Very handy.
And the blending with you, when you're doing eyes, you have to blend, don't you? You have to soften those lines.
Yeah, the most important thing is to blend. This feels like a bunny's ear going over your face. I can tell JJ finds it lovely and soft. Not only is this lovely for things like mineral veil, Kathy, where you might want to buff all over the complexion, but what I love it for is maybe if you picked up something like a contour product, for instance. I mean, this is warmth. It's coming up later in the Advent calendar.
Yes.
But let me use this brush that has a lovely fine point on it, and let me show you how I could use this to contour the complexion.
Well, that's quite interesting because you've just shown us how that big brush will work even with a lid that is quite a lot smaller.
Yeah.
But it's trimmed, it's sort of it's carved almost so that it picks up just enough.
It really does, and it's that swirl tap buff, and then just gently, lightly blend onto the complexion, taking it into the contours, natural contours of your face, and this will pick up those natural contours and just feel so soft when you're using it.
That's wonderful. I was also going to ask you, you're using it obviously with BareMinerals makeup, but does it have to be this sort of loose powder, or could you use it with a blusher that's pressed into a palette?
This is a palette. I shouldn't be using it because it's coming on later, and I know we're moving on anyway. But
oh wow, that palette though.
This is coming up in a bit. I'm cheating. I'm using, but just to show you if you're using something solid.
So it could be a different make of makeup, and these brushes are going to work just as well.
These brushes will work for any brand of makeup,
and they're brand new today. The details of that palette are on the bottom of the screen. £35 coming up later. That looks fab. Love it. Okay, brushes. You need the brushes. They come in the box. In the box is the brush roll as well. 234306, your item number there. And you've got those easy payments. Sorry, I didn't even mention them. £17.50 to get that started. Wow, that's good, isn't it? OK, £67 worth of brushes, and you get that lovely roll, which in itself is a great gift too.
It is. I'll definitely I've got one, and it's a great way for me to keep my brushes tidy when I'm at shoots and things for travelling. So.
Yes, yeah. So again, anyone who wants their teenage daughter to keep their dressing room tidy, their dressing table tidy, is what I meant, then buy them the brushes in the roll.
And great if you travel a lot as well for yourself.
Yeah, keeps everything. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I said. In fact, this is a BareMinerals beauty gifts idea. It doesn't have to be gifts for other people. It can be a little self-indulgent gift for yourself, can't it? Now, let's take a look at what we have got here. This is a super size. It's the deluxe original Mineral Veil powder. 24 grams. Now, 9 grams normally costs you £22. Yeah. We've got 24. So
nearly 3 times the amount.
It's a good 2.5 times for only a little bit more. £30 is the full price. And doesn't that look gorgeous when it's sat on your dressing table? 234302 is your item number. It is brand new this week. Can I be honest there and say I've never quite understood Mineral Veil?
Of course you can be honest. That's the best thing you can do, yes. Let me explain it to you. Now, if you get oily skin throughout the day, excess oil, if you have open pores, if your skin is getting a little bit older and getting a little bit lumpy, bumpy, the texture isn't quite what it used to be, this is going to blur the appearance. OK, so it's not going to take away fine lines, it's not going to take away open pores, and it's unfortunately not going to take away any lumps and bumps that we get when we get older, or maybe acne scarring. But what it is going to do, Kathy, it's going to smooth the appearance of them, almost like you're putting a soft focus on your complexion.
Right, so it just softens the look of everything.
And not only that, it's a setting powder. So we don't like to call it a setting powder, really, at BareMinerals. We call it Mineral Veil.
So people might... setting powder, finishing powder, that sort of thing?
Yeah, because what it does is when you buff it onto the complexion, it's going to, a bit like a primer does in the beginning, that's your start, but the Mineral Veil is your final product to keep everything looking flawless all day long.
Right.
You don't need too much. It's very fine. It's very, very lightweight. We just swirl into our lid. I've got a bit too much in my lid, so I'm only using a tiny bit, tapping out the excess. And then I'm just going to lightly buff onto the gorgeous Sara Lee.
Well, and actually, it's really lovely that it's Sara Lee sat here with a darker skin tone, because, again, people often think that when you use this sort of finishing powder, you end up with a bit of a white, sort of cakey, chalky veil over the face. But you can see it's allowing the beauty of Sara Lee's skin to shine through. Yeah. But so it's not hiding the beauty, it's just actually maybe making that beauty last longer.
Yeah, and it's just smoothing the appearance of the skin. I remember powders when I was much, much younger, and you could definitely see them on top of the skin. They would enhance fine lines. They would make the skin look dry. They would make the skin look older. Now technology is so amazing, and if you just rub a little bit of this between your fingers, Kathy, it is so incredibly lightweight.
Oh, golly.
You're not going to know you're wearing it.
So it's not like a talky powder, is it? That leaves that can sink into the lines, leaves a residue on the surface of the skin. You haven't got any lines which sink into.
Is she gorgeous?
Anyway, have you?
But if it was talky or if it was thick, it would be making Sara Lee's face look chalky and white.
Yes, and it really isn't. There's a luminosity there, which is absolutely wonderful.
I've got another tip with this, actually, Kathy, that I'd love to show you. Yeah. I get a lot of customers saying that, you know, they put their eye makeup on in the morning and it looks flawless. And then throughout the day, they notice that maybe the eyeshadow or the eyeliner is transferring down onto the cheeks. So my little tip for that is a tiny bit of Mineral Veil under the eyes. So once you've applied your concealer, take a small brush, like the blending brush that came in the brush hour, the brush roll, swirl, tap, and then when you've done your concealer, gently press and roll lightly. And once you've got rid of all the little creases, just use a tiny, tiny bit of Mineral Veil. It's not going to sit in fine lines, it's just going to smooth under the eye, and that will keep everything set all day long so that you won't find that mascara or eyeliner is going to start collecting on your cheek.
And so many, I mean, even with professional makeup here, you know, at QVC, I often find I'll do a couple of hours on air, I'll come back to look in the mirror, and actually it has gravitated down under my eyes.
And that's a combination of, it could be eye cream, it could be concealer, it could be that we just get warm throughout the day, especially under the bright lights and the heat here at QVC. I forget sometimes to do it and then wonder why it's lunchtime and I've got eyeliner on my chubby cheeks, because every time I smile, my cheeks hit the bottom of my eyelashes.
Yeah, so Mineral Veil has actually got lots of uses.
It really has.
Yeah.
If you're someone that suffers with really, really bad open pores, you can see gorgeous Lazara here. If